Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
This song is for anyone fishing a tournament, is going to fish a tournament, or has fished a tournament, or grinding it out on a tournament circuit. I know the struggle and I respect the hustle.
No, I'm not a pro with some discount codes, but this fishing's in my blood, ingrained in my bones, and the passion burns deep. Hot embers in my soul that my daddy put there when I wasn't very old. Had a little flame, just needed to be stoked. Then the wind hit it, now I'm out of control, like a forest fire raging, burning down an old growth. Yeah, let's go. Buzzbait on, single tied up, crankbait ride, trying to catch a bunch, put a tungsten on these mats when I punch out here on this water. I ain't worried about much, jig rod in my hand, 7 others on deck. Win this thing, need to cash me a check. Life that you live when you fish a tournament, tracks on fire, you could call me lit. Lighter in my hand, looking like an arsonist, so cold with the flow, so you know that it's sick. Got a couple in the boat, so I'm feeling marvelous, but I need 3 more before I call it quits. Chuck some Gatorade, cause I really need a sip, and my thirst for these fish, it can never be quenched. Got jigs with the blades, you could call them battle baits. Gets me blowing up the spot just like a grenade. Mine's cooking up rhymes every single day. Heat them up quick, come in microwave. And I don't even really care what the hater wanna say. You could cross that line, just cut the yellow tape. And fishing's like a puzzle with a lot of different pieces. Every time I catch a big one, man, I'm screaming, thank you Jesus for my life. Kids and my wife get to see the sunrise. Another cast, another bite. I'ma ride, I'm just looking for them calmly. Who am I kidding? I've been new bait shopping, powerhouse fishing, so you know there ain't no stopping. Picking up these baits, but you know they gon' be dropping. Walking and plopping, dragging and hopping. If that doesn't work, you can find me drop shotting on that pan optics, doing what I does, so I'm big bass style. No, I'm not a pro with some discount codes, but this fishing's in my blood, ingrained in my bones, and the passion burns deep. Hot embers in my soul that my daddy put there when I wasn't very old. Had a little flame, just needed to be stoked. Then the wind hit it, now I'm out of control, like a forest fire raging, burning down an old growth. Yeah, let's go. Buzzbait on, single tied up, crankbait ride, trying to catch a bunch, put a tungsten on these mats when I punch out here on the spot. I ain't worried about much, jig rod in my hand, 7 others on deck.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hey, we're at Darlington. This is the race I've been waiting for this whole season, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got the, what is this? The Little Miss Affordable 125 here at Darlington. I'm Reese Kelva. This is Steve Tucker right beside me. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Whew, man, I'll tell you what, Darlington is so exciting.
I am so
many
hyped
cars.
for this.
So many cars looking good, different paint schemes, and I mean, regular season finale. It just, I don't know, man. It's got it all.
The paint schemes. That's what's doing it for me right now. Holy moly. Holy Toledo. I'm going to go Cletus McFarland on y'all tonight. Holy Toledo is my word. Look at that right there. That's an old Budweiser scheme driven by Benny Parsons. That is sick. Redone. T-Trail right here in his always beautiful Chevrolet, City Chevrolet. And this right here, Steve, this right here is our race sponsor tonight. Little
Sure.
Miss Affordable in an old Dodge looking car. That
I
is
love it,
sick.
yeah.
I know there's two of them tonight.
That's true. Yes, Josh Larson's wife runs that boutique, I believe in Missouri, and it's great to have him on board. Something different, and tell you what, throwback race, gonna be fun, man.
Very cool. So Josh Larson out of Springfield, Missouri, y'all, will be showcasing these cars all throughout the race, showing y'all all the different ones. We got Gatorades out here. I saw a Folgers cup out here. There are a Folgers cup, Folgers coffee. There are so many out here to see and view. So we'll be doing that all race. But let's start talking about the race, Steve. Let's dive right in. We got 125 laps at this old girl. You want to go into some of the details of this track? I'm hearing 3 and 4. The bottom's okay. What are you hearing?
It's, well, one and two have a unique line. You have to kind of start up high. You know, again, Darlington stripe. We all know, what that means, right? But then you want to kind of come down low in turn 2. That wall out of turn 2 sticks out like a sore thumb. You got to watch out for that. Turn 3 and 4, the low line can work on older tires, maybe. But the high line ultimately here is just the fastest thing. The tires are going to be huge. They fall off so fast, and they only get 4 sets.
And then, okay, so talk to me. Let's talk about the Darlington stripe. In the other Cup cars, you could run that. You could get your stripe, right? Earn your stripe, and the car's okay. This car seems to really not like earning its stripe. I know I saw in some practices, it looks like you bump this wall, and that car's not going to be too good. I thought
Yeah,
this car was supposed to be tougher.
It's tough because these cars, like, you can bounce off of walls pretty good, and they are pretty forgiving now with these bodies. But I mean, obviously, if you hit it hard enough, it's not going to be too pleasant.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see. We're about to go into qualifying, so let's go over the details of this race, y'all. We're gonna have 4 sets of tires. Steve, I'm hearing those could last around 20-ish laps. fuel. They're gonna have 50 cent for fuel. I'm hearing that'll go about 30 laps. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, fuel's gonna be tough. It's about 25 to 28 ish if you really be careful. I think you can make it to 30 if you're really being conservative and not trying to bounce it off the wall and stuff. But it's gonna be tough. I think it's possible. But honestly, I think tires are more the concern here than fuel for sure.
Okay. And Brandon Bowie, y'all, was our winner last week at Chicagoland. We're gonna see if he can put a wait. That was back to back for him, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure that was back to back. We'll see if he can go back to back to back tonight
Oh,
here at Darlington, y'all. And let's talk about penalties real quick. Steve, you'll know the details of these, but I've got down, we got Brandon Six, Pasoko, Lanfear, Bennett, and Diamond coming out of the principal's office.
yeah, yeah. They were definitely a little a little naughty last week at Chicagoland, but it's all good. I mean, some infractions and whatnot, but we get some big names starting in the back. Gonna have some drive-throughs. Brandon Six, obviously, Mitch Diamond getting an EOL, so gonna be pretty intense. Definitely some big names up there. I mean,
So,
some cutoff drivers. Michael Lanfear getting an EOL. It's hard.
so okay, so let's run through these real quick. Brandon Six is going to have what?
Oof, an EOL and a drive-through penalty at the beginning of
Holy
this.
moly. Hey, and a drive-through. Pasoko?
Soko is getting, I believe, the same thing. Let me just check my sources. And yes, he is the EOL plus the drive-through,
Hey,
as well as
Lanfear.
Lanfear
Oh,
is also
sorry.
be getting. Oh, my bad. Yeah, is also getting that EOL plus the drive-through.
Woo!
Yeah, all three of those guys have had 2 points at this point in the season. So
Man, so only Bennett and Diamond only getting EOLs.
yeah, yeah, it's tough.
Holy smokes. So, guys, this is how Darlington is going to rack up as far as the back of the field. Six, Pasoko, Lanfear, Bennett, and Diamond to the rear. They're not going to be qualifying. Speaking of qualifying, that is going on right now. While that's going on, let's take a short break real quick, and we'll be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're back at the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125 here at Darlington. I'm Reese Kelvin. This is Steve Tucker. And y'all, we got qualifying going on right now. And
Yes,
these
we
boys
do.
are putting in some really good lap time, Steve.
Man, I'll tell you what. Looking back at practice, we saw some guys. Brandon Six was in the 29 flats almost. Crazy. Frankie
Nice.
Barroso, I mean, he was right next to him. But again, Brandon Six, it's the penalty, so it's gonna be tough. But these guys put on a show already. 29-2-3-1 for Andrew Phipps right now.
How about that? Had a little feedback in the back of my ear. Phipps doing a great job. There's Bear Nuts. There's Matthew Fleming right now. Oh, where did he go? He got
Oh
seventh.
man,
Seventh. Oh, Flem Dog. Oh, right here.
look at this paint scheme.
This is Mitch. I think this is Mitch Diamond. Or
No, this is Matt
it's
Opplinger.
You know, it's not many times you see the 82 be the Rainbow Warrior, but for tonight, there's
That's
your
true.
Rainbow Warrior, baby.
This looks so good.
Coming down the front stretch, gonna get lap 2. Or no, that was lap 2. What was
Okay.
it?
Solid
Still
run.
hustling? You think, can he get faster right here, Steve?
He could. Oh yeah, for sure. Tires heat up. You
I
can
was
get out of
talking to
here.
Frankie Barroso a little bit ago. He's telling me 3 and 4, the bottom's okay. He's saying
Really?
that dirty air. We'll use a different word. It's bad.
Yeah. It's bad.
We'll use B for bad instead of B for.
Matt Opplinger, ooh, goes a tooch faster. 29.66 in that, what?
Yeah, that
Say
is
what?
tonight's word, y'all. Tooch.
I don't know how you spell it, but we're going to go with it. So, folks, just so you know, too, on the ticker to your left, the names in green, the numbers in green are the folks or the drivers who are locked into the playoffs, either by wins or at this point by mathematical, like they're mathematically in. The guys in yellow are the bubble drivers today. So right now we have 5 spots open or left to remain to decide for the playoffs, championship playoffs. Anybody in yellow are going to be the guys who are on the bubble currently. They're all within about 20 or so points for the bubble. We've got a great little graphic that we can show you guys pretty soon and throughout the race. It's going to be fantastic. So here's right here. Boom. The song, only 21 points plus Shelton plus 12. Meeks has to have a good run here, plus 10, but look at this cutoff line. Luke Doberman plus 1 and Josh Larson, only a point difference.
So
The last spot, unbelievable.
for Larson, Wright, Opplinger, and Lamphere, can a top 10 sway that or a top 5?
I'll tell you what, I think for these guys, they're looking for stage points. Because the stage points play into this factor, right? I think at the end of the day, a top 10 would, I think a top 10 for Larson is a shoe-in, right?
Okay.
Jonathan Wright, I think for him too. You know, his song, Sheldon, I think they're pretty safe. I mean, plus 12 might not seem like a lot, but it kind of is. Especially if you have like maybe a point here or there in the stages. I think you're fine, but this is a lot tighter than what it looks for sure.
Okay. Love it. As we're seeing right here on screen, Mr. Josh Larson
There he is.
running the sponsors paint scheme. And y'all, that is an old Dodge look from the, I believe, 70s, early 70s.
I like it.
Right there. They love that 426 CI. Beautiful paint scheme that he's replicating right there.
Tell you what, this white rims look sharp, man.
Yeah. Brandon Shelton is the other one tonight who's going to be running an old Dodge paint scheme like that. I believe his is blue and black, with a baby blue. Ooh, Nick
Nick
Lights.
Lights here.
8th fastest on his first lap. Let's see what we can get going right here. Oh, no, that was it. That was his second lap, Steve.
That's a rough
And
lap
now,
for him. Yeah.
somebody who was very fast in practice, Frankie Barroso is out there on the track. Can this be his season turnaround right here?
I think it could be. Honestly, he's very strong here at Darlington and then in Texas in a few weeks. Extremely good tracks for him. I think he is a very good pick for tonight.
He has not been the Barroso that we are accustomed to seeing. Kind of been playing a little head game with him this season. He needs a really good turnaround race. Last race, he did really well in the backside of the race. Just not enough laps, right? Didn't have enough laps to get up there. But he did tell me those last 15, 20 laps, he felt really good, really fast. Let's hope he can bring this into today. And we can see an old face come back to the winner's circle. Oh,
11
first fastest. See if he's going to have to pick that up.
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
He's going to get that old Budweiser paint scheme woofing. Three and 4. Come on, Barroso. Go, baby, go. Crosses the finish line. Look at that. He won for Frankie Barroso. Great job.
29-2-2.
Act like he's not on my team here. I'm going to stay simple.
I heard some clapping. I'm not sure what that
I don't
was,
know what you're talking about. Sorry about that.
That's so funny.
So a
Good stuff.
29-22, Steve, and in second
Oof.
Phipps with a 29-23.
What-
And
Oh
then
man, 1/1000th of a second difference. That's
and
crazy.
look at 3 and 4. They had the exact same time.
Oh man.
But qualifying's over. Steve, you want to run through all those drivers?
Yes, sir. We have P1, Frankie Barroso, first pole of the year, and a playoff point, Andrew Phipps in second. Number 3 is Brandon Bowie, Jeff Teacher, P4, Ryan Libby in P5, Evan Bullock, Nick Silver, Ryan Dunkelberger, Nick Lights, Josh Larson, my bad, Matthew Fleming, and it's going too fast, so you guys can read it yourself. I don't know. It's
And it's a
Oh,
lot of
just
them after that. It's Matt Smith in
it's-
12th, Matthew Fleming, 11th, Matt Smith 12th, Robert Hassan in 13th, John Wright 14th. Who's after that?
this is the fast forward edition.
Matt Oppinger in 15th, Thomas Meeks in 16th,
Man,
Mike Corvo in 17th, Brandon Six in 18th, Mitch Diamond in 19th, Brandon Shelton in 20th,
woof.
Michael Lamphere in 21st, Brian Dixon 22nd, Michael Bennett 23rd, Luke Doberman 24th, Steve Tucker, you're in there again, baby, in 25th,
That's right.
and Ryan Pasoko is right behind you in 26th.
Oh, there's much more.
There's more. Ben
Oh,
Madden in
I don't-
27th, Charles Balance in 28th, Chris Budd's going to round us out in the 29th position. Sorry about that, y'all. We will get that together
Man.
next week. I promise.
I need a Red Bull to read qualifying.
Is this race over yet? All right. So, as they grid up and we get ready for the green flag, y'all, let's do one little bitty round of sponsors real quick, okay? And we'll be right back here in Darlington.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're back in Darlington for the 125, about to get kicked off for coming down the backstretch right here. Then they'll come into 3 and 4, and we are going to send it, Steve, for a fun night here in Darlington.
Yes, sir.
I love this track. I hope these cars give us as good of a show as I think we're going to get. Because it's set
Oh,
up to
for
be a
sure.
good one, y'all. 125 laps. Stage 1 is 30 laps long, so we got 30 laps to see what this night is going to look like. All right. Pace car is going to come off the track.
Green, green, green.
Oh, don't know where the pace car went, but we are going to Darlington. Lap 1. Who's going to lead it? Frankie Barroso out in front. Doing a great job holding Phipps. Great start right there by Barroso. Look at everybody get single file so fast. Holy moly. Did not expect that.
Unbelievable.
Coming out of 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. Frankie Barroso gonna lead lap 1. Look at this
Super
little
clean
fighter.
start.
Uh-oh. Nitro falling back. There's Nick Lights right there.
Ooh, Phipps getting into the wall just a little bit.
Yay.
Out of turn 2.
Hui, last week's winner, 2 weeks in a row. Can he make it back to
Uh-oh.
back to back? Can he triple crown this?
Ooh, Ryan Libby into the wall hard.
Yeah, we are
In turn
seeing some
4.
guys drop back. Number 46, Ryan Libby into the wall. And here comes everybody making their drive-through penalties. That's going to be Brandon Six, Pasoko, Lamphere, all coming back out onto the track. And they are going to be in a hornet's nest as they come back out.
Oh, for sure. It's bad news for them, obviously, but they've got a whole stage to catch back up and get lucky dogs and all that. So it's going to be definitely a storyline to see how they come through the field for sure.
Uh-oh. Here, somebody got loose. I don't know
It's
if
Charles
that was
Bounds.
Fear that came over.
Charles
Sorry?
Bounds currently in 23rd, but he was saying over the radio that he had some kind of an issue, but he looks fine. Car looks
Hey,
fine.
Charles
Off the wall.
Balance. Somebody we saw doing really good in trucks on Tuesday.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, that race was nuts.
That was
Matt
a
Fleming-
nut race.
Matt Fleming walking out with the big W at the regular season finale for the trucks. Can't wait for you guys to see that. But just big strategy for Fleming. Was able to just get past all the fast guys. You know, Nick Lights, Joseph Mealy, Matthew Ponte in the truck series. Really good stuff.
Yeah. So Matthew Fleming trying to see if he can sweep this week. See if he can do it.
Charles Bounds just back to him a little bit. Kind of got loose there out of turn 4. Ended up getting into the wall just a little bit. Mitch Diamond got past him just fine, but Balance looking a little iffy today.
Yep. And we talked about Meeks and Lim Fear being right on the edge of the bubble. Let's check in with those two. There's Meeks right there. Thomas Meeks currently sitting in, I believe,
15th.
Yeah, 15th. And Fear back here in 26. Those two need to have a strong race tonight. They got to get it together. Larson,
Oh,
he's right behind the cutoff line. He's in 11th. Larson needs to have a good night tonight. Oh, he's going to get a spot right there.
Yellow
Hang
flag.
on to the brakes, baby. We got a caution in Daytona. Oh, no. That ended up piling up a few guys.
Daytona.
Sorry, Darlington.
It sure looks like it though. Man, that's rough.
Let's see what happened here.
John Wright on the playoff bubble, only 6 points back. Needs a
Coming out
good
of pits.
race.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is super
I
unfortunate.
think that was the 55 getting involved. We were just talking about Thomas Meeks, but Wright
Dude.
getting involved with that.
This is so big, man. Oh, this is huge playoff implications. Jonathan Wright, only 6 points out of the playoff bubble. Thomas Meeks, only 10 points to the good. This is going to be massive for them. But what happened to Libby? Libby was the one who's in the middle of the track. Oh, no. Yeah, down there on the apron.
Yep.
Not really sure what he was doing there. If he got loose or tried to regain it, but just got loose out of 4.
Well, did he?
Oh, man.
I thought he came out of pits. No, he just took it as low as he could. Low line, not where it's at here.
No,
Not in
that's
1 and 2.
definitely unfortunate for sure.
It's just too flat down there, Steve.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna actually go talk to race control real quick, and we're
Yeah.
gonna find out what who gets what.
Yeah. All right. So, first caution of the night on lap 9, y'all. These guys are going to go into pits real quick, fix their cars. And for us in the broadcast booth, we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
And we're back at the Wheels America Series at Darlington, y'all. The Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125. Let's go back. We see Meeks right there in pit lane. Let's go back and take one last look at this real quick. Libby's going to come around the bottom. He's going to treat this track like it's New Hampshire. He's going to take the flat side and lose control. Holding on to the brakes, did a great job, but right, getting involved. It's Meeks. Oplinger runs into the back of Meeks. Hate to see that. John Wright's view, or Meeks' point of view right here. Meeks out of San Antonio, Texas. In that PK Transportation number 55, just, nowhere to go, Steve.
It's so tough, Reese. I mean, these guys are laughable drivers, so early in the race. Just didn't need to see that happen. But we'll see how it goes, man. Long race still.
Yeah, we got lights out on the pace car coming down the backstretch. If we could take one quick look real quick at pit lane again. We have Wright and Meeks both in pit lane. Two guys who did not need this for tonight. They're way down there. Sorry about that, y'all. Thought it was going to be a little closer than that. So, cars coming through 3 and 4. Let's drive it up. We're going to be on lap 11. Send it one more time. Maybe we won't do this until lap intervals. But this is Darlington. Never know. We have a wider car this year, so we're losing space at Darlington. Never a good thing.
True. That's a good point.
Gonna bring us down the front
Green,
stretch.
green, green.
And here we go. Barroso gonna bring us to the green flag. I think he waited for the flag on that one. Making a quick hustle up to the wall. Everybody behind them gonna try and find their groove. They want the wall also.
Side by side right here, Matthew Fleming.
Whoa! I saw that back there.
Woo. Dunkelberger and Fleming looking good. Side by side making it work. You really can't do that in 3 and 4 though. It's definitely tighter for sure.
And Matthew Fleming doing a great job tonight. That beautiful old Gatorade paint scheme. Great job by Fleming.
We got to get the chat involved today. I mean, like all these good paint schemes. Chat, let us know. I mean, who your favorite paint scheme is, or I mean, if you see one out, holler and we'll take a look. A little more in depth on a caution maybe, but I see a lot of them reach that I just love. I love Dunkelberger's Xerox paint scheme. That's pretty cool and unique. That's a neat throwback.
That is a neat one right there. Wait, what was that? Xerox?
Yeah,
Xerox?
it's pretty cool.
I like it though. I like the colors on it.
Oh yeah.
That City Chevrolet though. Tetro's had it all year. You can't go wrong with that one.
Oh no. We were laughing earlier in the pre-race meeting. I'm like, man, the first time you've been running a throwback all season long. I feel like it would have been funny for him to run a normal paint scheme today. But hey, all the while we get Frankie Barroso and Andrew Phipps. Phipps is diving into turn 1, taking P1 away from Frankie.
Holy moly. So P1 overtaken. Andrew Phipps going to lead a lap here at Darlington, hopefully.
Strong run for him. Brendan Bowie, he's up there in P4, but Nick Lights is kind of making a charge a little bit.
Andrew Phipps in the throwback Folgers car, taking it. He's going to lead a lap here at Darlington. Looks like he may lead a few. He looks pretty strong.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my candidate, I mean, while we're talking about it, for favorite paint scheme, I might have to give it to that 15 car of Nick Silver in P3 right now. Yeah, it's an old Net Zero internet scheme that looks so good today.
Oh, it is? Oh, that's neat. I did not notice that until right now. You know what it looks like? Mahindra.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
From a distance, I feel like I was looking at the Mahindra car.
It does, yeah.
I thought, whoa, Libby up front. Thought he left. Update on the 46, y'all. Libby did take his car to the hauler right after the wreck.
He did. He is gonzo.
The car is out.
An update on those guys who were involved in that wreck. I mean, right now, Jonathan Wright currently 7 laps down. Thomas Meeks currently 8 laps down in 25th and 26th. Not a good run for them, obviously, but definitely going to try and stay out here and fight for the points as much as they can, and see what they can offer. Michael Lanphier, also a playoff bubble driver, is now 1 lap down. Tough run for these guys.
Yeah, and 6 right here we're seeing on screen. He's moved his way all the way up to 18th. He's trying. Oh, got a long road ahead of him, and the guy in front of him keeps scraping the wall. Who is this right in front of 6?
Ooh, that is...
He's out, no?
Oh, Mike Corvo.
Corvo.
Yeah, Corvo in that 22.
That's a neat paint scheme.
Oh, then right in front of him.
Trying to look at Ben Madden.
Ooh,
Oh,
the king.
that's neat. That's cool. It is a little weird to see that in a Toyota, Steve, but
Not
that's
gonna lie,
neat.
yeah. You can't go wrong with the STP.
I don't think I remember it with the red stripe on the bottom. Or all
I
the
don't know.
stripes.
Yeah, that's... Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe it could be like a reimagined STP paint scheme,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps.
All right, we're looking back up front at the leading pack. Whoa,
Uh-oh.
lights, keep it together, baby. What a great save. That right there,
I
veteranship
don't know.
showing.
I don't know how he did that.
Great job by Lights right there, y'all. That is one of our IRL pro drivers. And he showed it right there.
He's got a bit of a
I would have
smooch on
had
the
that
right
thing
side.
bouncing off both walls.
I mean, we're not going to talk about what happened if,
No, we're not going to talk about it.
Listen, I've seen the 4-car in action, but not this 4-car. And I'll tell you what.
I'd forgotten about that. On purpose.
I'll tell you what. I mean, right now, the top 3, Andrew Phipps, Frankie Caruso, and Nick Silver, you could put them under a blanket and say peekaboo, and you wouldn't know who's who.
Caruso, we're seeing getting a good run out of the corners. Now,
No
I'm
response to
curious
that?
to watch
Okay.
Lights because something that we saw in practice was when a car hits the wall, these cars do not like earning their stripes. We talked about it in the pre-race. In Lights, I mean, he's still wheeling this thing around the track.
He
hit
is.
that wall pretty hard.
Ooh, Frankie did get the wall a little bit out of 2. Nick Silver makes that move out of turn 3. Frankie falling back a little bit, but I think he's starting to get those tires. Starting to understand them a bit more.
Yeah, we are just a few laps away from the stage, y'all. Stage inning will be lap 30. We're on 24. Petro slowing way down.
Yeah, he's falling back a little bit.
Matt Smith and that Tabasco throwback. Shelton right behind him with the throwback. Love these 2 cars. Beautiful. Yep. Shelton always having his pig on the back of the car.
Oh, yeah. All right here, we are 25 laps into this race. We are 5 laps away from the stage 1 end. Stage points are crucial for these guys in the bubble. As we have a smoker down here, actually, in pit road. Who is this?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Check pit lane.
Unfortunately, that is the 55 car of Thomas Meeks.
Oh, no.
Yeah, was, again, plus 10 entering this race. But just have to see how the race plays out and see where he finishes at the end of this thing.
Yeah, right here we see that's Brandon Shelton and Matt Smith battling it out. Don't know what position that's for.
It's a great race right here, you're right.
12 for the 12th
P12.
position. Go boys, getting a little racy. Brandon 6 right behind him saying, Smith, I'm coming. Whoa! Speaking of
Oh.
6. Listen,
what,
you're
those
not
paint
supposed
schemes-
to Ken block turn 2.
That is true. I'll tell you what, though, these paint schemes right here, I mean, Matt Smith and Brandon Shelton, these are nice, man.
These are sick. Love that. Honeybee Acres on that car. Trying to look like the old Dippy Enterprises car. Love this.
Definitely
Numbers
looking-
look right. Everything look right. If it looks like I'm pumping that car up, I might have had something to do with it.
Might have.
Might have.
Sources
But
lead
this
us to
Folgers
believe.
car, I tell you what, that man's got Folgers in his cup.
He does.
He is moving.
I'll tell you what, somebody who doesn't need any coffee at all, Andrew Phipps right now in P1, 2 laps away, actually a lap and a half away from winning stage 1 in the Throwback 125. I think he might have gotten to the wall right there. Nick Silver gets a huge run off the backstretch.
Ooh, Silver's coming. Hear him come. Can he hold him off? He's got 2 laps.
1 to go.
Come on, baby. You got 2 laps left.
He's got 1 to go.
1 to go at Darlington. And Bowie just staying right here in 4th. Watching these boys. I expect him to pounce sometime soon.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Great run for these guys. We had that 1 caution, obviously, but overall pretty clean considering it is Darlington, arguably one of our hardest tracks. As Andrew Phipps comes out of turn 4 and going to win stage 1.
Andrew Phipps going to bring it down the line for stage 1 here at Darlington. A great job by the 25 camp, bringing it home for stage 1. That's good. Where was he at in points?
Oh, he's good.
Points back up?
Phipps already has the Phipps already has the win back in Phoenix. He is easily secured in this playoff, but this is going to buffer him, gives him that 1 more playoff point.
So so Phipps is up that ladder is what we're saying?
Yes,
He's
he already has
the bubble. Okay.
Yeah, he's already got that win, so he's way within the. He's been locked in for a while now.
So as we look at this playoff bubble, Meeks had a rough one right there. Got involved with the wreck. Kind of the story of his season. He's been having good runs, but for some reason the wrecks happen around him. Another one who needs to keep pulling up through the field. Right, he was involved with that earlier wreck. So far, what I'm seeing, Meeks and Larson, they're the ones hurting at the moment on this bubble. As everybody lines up to come into pit, y'all, we are going to take a word from our sponsors. I'm Reese Kelva. This is Steve Tucker. We'll be right back in Darlington.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're back with the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125 here in Darlington. That was stage 1, y'all. And bringing home stage 1 is Mr. Andrew Phipps. Andrew Phipps, you got a copy on us?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Hey, buddy, it's Reese and Steve Tucker up in the booth. Walk us through that first stage, brother. Great job.
Well, I was super happy. I got to lead some laps for a change. I was just trying to take care of the tires and not knock the right side of it off. But I don't know. It's kind of felt good. I don't know.
Hey, walk us through the tires real quick.
That one.
It feels like it's using the right front really hard. So I'm just trying to back the corners up and keep the car on the right rear as much as I can.
Very cool. Very cool. I love this throwback paint scheme. Love the Folgers.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I saw it. I wish I had a custom number, but I did the best I could.
That was sick. No, you did a great job, man. Great job on the paint scheme. Phipps, good luck with stage 2, brother.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, and if y'all are wondering why we talk over each other sometimes, we can't see each other's lips, right? I can't see Steve's beautiful face, so we don't really know when each other's talking. So we're working on that.
We're getting there.
Getting there. One day we'll turn both of our cameras on so we can watch each other.
I'll tell you what though, it's a fun time with you, man. This is a blast.
This is a blast. Never did I think I would see a broadcasting side to digital racing. I absolutely love this. I'm glad we can bring it to the fans. Thank you all for watching. Love it. Please remember to hit that subscribe, the like button. It doesn't cost anything to hit it. Okay? I'm seeing over 70% of y'all who watch our streams haven't clicked that subscribe button. Please,
right.
Just click it. Just click it.
I mean, you can hit it, but if you break it, that's on you.
That's right. Just touch it. Okay? Don't punch it. Touch it.
Just give it. Just be smooth. Just like these guys on the tires into turn 1. All right, here we go.
All right, guys, coming into 3 and 4. The lights are out on the pace car. We're going to send them for stage 2. This will be 55 laps. No, I'm sorry, 40 laps, all the way to stage 75th. Gonna bring them around, coming down the front stretch. Does he have to wait for the green flag here?
No, sir. A restart zone is in effect.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. We're off on stage 2 in Darlington. 40 laps. Everybody's got fresh sneakers. They got some more liquid corn.
They do.
We're ready to roll, baby. Oh, and just like I thought, Bowie might make this stage his. And it looks like he's going to do it right out of the gate.
I don't know. Frankie Barroso getting kind of impatient already.
He paid for it, though.
A little bit.
Kind of fell back when he pushed up. Unusual.
You can tell Brandon Bowie's kind of leaning off the throttle there into turn 1, trying to save those tires. Absolutely, already.
All over the backside of Bowie. Here's Bowie's in car. This is second position. Phillips doing a great. Yeah, talk us through that, Steve. Let's talk about gear shifting here.
Yeah,
I meant to bring it up in pre-race and I didn't.
Yeah, turns 1 and 2. I mean, you can get away with staying in 5th gear the entire time, pretty much. Turns 3 and 4, you can go down to 4th if you really want to bite into the corner. You know, it's not really necessary on new tires, but definitely on older tires. It'll give you just some more attack. I feel like on the tires if you want to try and make that thing turn, especially if you're going to be on the bottom of that line. I feel like it just provides better turn in.
Gotcha. Little update from the 55 camp. Thomas Meeks is back out on the track. So that's good for him. He is a lot of laps down. Looks like 20 to 21 laps down, so you got to keep hustling.
Exactly. I mean, you never know what these guys can do, what kind of wrecks can happen, take people out, so every point matters at this point.
That's right. Yeah, and there's Jonathan Wright. He's back out on the track also, Steve.
Oh, man, it's great to see. Michael Lanphier in the 13 car coming down pit road. Not sure what kind of strategy this is. This is definitely off strategy. I'm not really understanding what this is about. Maybe.
Now we're looking back up front. Barroso still not around the 34. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Steve. What was that last part?
I have no idea. I'm just kidding. No, yeah. Lanphier here coming down pit road is taking 4 tires. This might be an early strategy to try and get those that fuel full for the end of this thing. These guys will have to pit this stage if there's no cautions.
And he's still sitting there, though. I wonder if he had some damage he's also trying to take care of.
He might have. The car looks pretty clean to me and to us here from the booth, so hard to say, but definitely an interesting strategy call for sure.
Oh, I was just watching the 12 coming out of turn 4. Holy moly. Or I'm sorry, out of turn 2. He got a little loose right back there.
Ooh, Jeff Tetro, P11 got real loose right there out of turn 3. Recollects it, but he's fine now. In that City Chevy Chevrolet.
Great run by Tetro. Right outside the top 10. Oh, Tetro. Ben Madden having a good night, Steve. He's up 14 spots right now in that STP Dodgeota. Dodgeota.
Looks it's looking good. Hey, one guy we haven't really talked about that I want to bring up real quick who had to have a good race today was Luke Doberman. Right now, currently in 11th place. And this is a guy who entered this race +1 on the bubble for that last 16th place spot. And I believe he had good stage points there at the end. Kisses the wall right there a little bit, but that's fine, not too bad.
That's not good because he's got a whole lot of spicy coming up behind him in that Tabasco car.
Woo.
Matt Smith trying to reel him in. All right, so Steve, let's go over our sidebar over here with those numbers in green and numbers in yellow.
So, the numbers in green are the drivers who are already locked into the playoffs. So if you're green, you're in, pretty much. That means you've either won a race and you're locked in, or you are mathematically eligible because you can't lose enough points today. The drivers in yellow are the playoff bubble drivers. So those are the guys right now who are either somewhere in between 20 points from that cutoff line for that last place 16th spot. So really, really tight for those guys. Those are the guys right now that we're highlighting for today because it's so close for them to get into these playoffs. And then everybody else in the normal white colors are guys who are either ineligible right now because they, out of the playoffs. So those guys are not eligible for the playoffs, or they can't mathematically make their way in on points today.
Woo! While you're talking about that, we got teammates Michael Bennett and Pasoko all over each other. Oh. Holy moly. And then also, to the front, we have more action. Phipps almost touches the wall. He's coming up on lap traffic. We got action all over the track. We need more cameras. We don't need side by side. We need quad screens.
Yeah, we need a lot. I'll tell you what. But hey, here's the thing. I expected these leaders to kind of fan out after a little while. These guys are still pretty well bunched up. I didn't expect maybe the draft to come into play this hard, but it's very competitive.
These boys keeping each other honest for sure, as Phipps just reeling in the back of the pack right here.
Brandon Shelton right here in that 2 car gets into the wall. I just saw in turn 3 and 4. Doesn't look too bad. Keeps it going. We're going to see a lot of that this tonight, folks. A lot of guys kissing that outside wall. Typically outside of turn 2, we'll see that a lot, but it doesn't really affect the cars too much. These cars are pretty well stable, but it's definitely plays a factor.
And right here on the screen, you're seeing Brandon Shelton busting into the top 10, and Matt Smith in the 35 machine trying to get into the top 10 as he hits the wall right there. That's not going to help.
Ooh.
Don't earn your stripe with this car. Let's go look at Phipps. This is Phipps closing in on Lamphere. The Lamphere, as we know, a lap down. He came in for that pit stop that we still don't have any details on.
Yeah, at this point, it seems like it was a strategy call, to be honest. I mean, right now, Lamphere is a lap down, so it looks like he's trying different strategy to make this thing. Keep in mind, folks, he is entering this race. He was 11 points behind that last playoff spot. So I think at this point, he had that EUL at the beginning of the race. I think he's just trying something different and just rolling the dice.
Oh, he looks like he's going to make a move on Phipps right here, diving into 3. He's going to do a slide job on him, and he gets it. Phipps said, no, too early. I ain't going to fight that.
Exactly.
Those two also in the same radio. They're on the same team with Prestige Worldwide. Hopefully talking to each other. We've been told that team sometimes don't talk to each other.
That's right. Save those tires. I think Phipps is just saying we still have 20 more laps until the end of the stage. That is an eternity here at Darlington, man.
Yeah, and if we could go in car on the 12, let's see if we can get a cockpit view on that number 12 right back there in 3rd. I am hearing a lot of fuel, a lot of throttle play with this car. Watch this coming into 1 and 2. A lot of throttle play is going to happen here. He's downshifting. In it, out of it, in it, out of it. In it, out of it. In it, out, in, all the way in. I mean, holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
No. I'll tell you what, a little while ago, while you were covering that, Josh Larson kind of just lets Brandon Six by. These two guys have had history, obviously, back in New Hampshire and Atlanta. And Josh Larson says, you know what? I'm 1 point up on the cut line. Actually, I'm -1 cut. I just need points today. Today is not the fight between you and I. We're going to just keep going and smooth sailing from now on.
So, the battle that was brewing between Larson and Six, maybe it's over. Maybe it's waiting a race.
Question mark?
Question mark. Big question mark. Serby in the chat. Nice to see you, brother. Bluegill, nice to see you.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Six all over the tail end of what would be the Gatorade car, but tonight is the Beer Nuts. Number 88 of Matthew Fleming. He's keeping Fleming honest. He said, hey, buddy, you like that fifth spot? Try
Fleming
six.
gives it to him.
Try six for a few laps, he says. Six on the move from the very back of the pack, y'all. Already up to fifth on lap 54. This stage ending at lap 70. Larson, 18 car for sponsor title car on pit lane. Is this a strategy move, Steve?
This is 100% strategy right now. You're getting fuel. I mean, if you're a driver, you're noticing that the stage is going green so far, and you're going to take this call right here easy.
All right. I don't know. The more I watch the 88, when we go in car on the 88, I see a lot of lifting going on with that car. Fleming not happy, I don't think, at the moment with this car. Watch this as he comes through these turns. Just completely off the throttle.
Hey, what though? I mean, could this be maybe saving fuel risk?
That's true too. You're not wrong. He's not losing the front. That's the front right there on his front windshield. He's got them within reach, you know. Yeah, definitely got them within reach, within striking distance.
He's got a huge gap between him and Kevin Bullock in that 62 car P7, so I think this might be some strat.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Steve, but this stage, 40 laps long, can he make it all the way? He is completely out of the throttle right here.
Yeah.
He is definitely saving fuel.
Oh, you're in fuel conservation mode at this point right now. You want to get this fuel done because you know the guys in front of you are racing way too hard, and you know the guys in back of you are way too far back to catch you. So at this point, he's going for the stage win.
He's 3 seconds back right now. I mean, lifting all the way out of the throttle.
Hey, Frankie Barroso right here, letting Nick Silver and Brandon Six go. I wonder if this is also a PHM strat call right here.
Yeah, I think this is Howard House talking to each other, saying, hey, man, let's let them go.
Absolutely.
Let them go.
I mean, right now we are 1 through 4 are all teammates, Prestige, Worldwide. But you know what? These guys are racing kind of hard here. They're not obviously in fuel conservation mode. They're just going hard and seeing what happens.
Yeah, now, but, okay, you do say, yes, they are going hard, but I'm looking at their lap times. They're definitely lifting. We definitely have the front pack not as hard as they could be. I'm looking at these lap times. There's no way they're all over the throttle.
It's tough to say. I mean, it seems like Fleming, though, he was the one that maybe started saving first. So that sometimes might matter for sure. So this is going to be interesting. We're coming to 10 to go in the stage 2.
And all of you watching, remember what Steve Tucker said. Stage points matter. They matter a lot. So PHM here trying to work towards that, it looks like. Maybe we'll see Prestige get on board.
And one thing to keep in mind.
Bubble again.
Yeah. 41 car here having some issues on the track. Not really seeing where he is on the apron right now. Having some technical issues or something in the car. Having an issue, but safely off the track right now in 24th. Looks like he might bring it down pit lane here.
Uh-oh.
Which is for sure the safe call.
Well, he got slow from way on back, but we are coming up on lap traffic. Coming around Limfear. Limfear said, no, that's y'all's. You can have that. Don't want it. I'm seeing the 12 car backing way out of the field, so PHM definitely on the same strategy, but these front three right here, all on the same team saying, no, we're going.
Oh, yeah.
Here in the 88, he's going to relieve his spot to Kevin Bullock.
Oh, yeah.
This heard that over the radio.
Full fuel. Yeah, these guys are saving fuel at this point. You do not want to caution. But Kevin Bullock lets him by. Ryan Dunkelberger, 26. What is happening here? P8.
Well, it's that first race, right? The first race, the playoffs. Yeah. Or no, is this first
not
race
yet.
or the last race?
This is the last of the regular
last
season.
regular season race right here, y'all. Definitely seeing a huge strategy call from multiple cars getting ready for the playoffs. I knew we would see some changes, but I didn't know it'd be like this. Well,
So one guy to keep in mind.
Stopping.
One guy to keep in mind, who again also was in that playoff bubble, minus 11, is Matt Opplinger in that 82 car, that awesome Rainbow Warrior paint scheme. Currently in 18th place, having a rough day so far, but honestly the car is clean. Don't see any issues with it. It's keeping it off the wall. So this is a guy who can definitely make his way. He can be an underdog, especially with Meeks at this point now having some issues. Jonathan Wright having some issues. I think Matt knows, you know what? If I keep my car clean, the race might come to me, and he might find himself in.
Yeah. Facts. Okay, Ben Madden coming back out onto the track. He just got some freshies. Got some more to drink. Barroso and Madden talking to each other right now. Uh-oh, Matt Smith in the wall. I just saw it back there. Oh, no. That's going to let Lights and Larson go right around him.
A lot of guys coming down pit road right here. We are at lap 65. We have 4 laps to go until the end of the stage. Who is going to make it on fuel and who's going to run out?
I mean, if you're these front three, fingers crossed, front four, really. The front four are a team. That's Prestige Worldwide. Are they on the right strategy call? Fifth on back. Are they on the right strategy call?
Ooh, Michael Bennett holding up the leaders right here. Brendan Bowie and Brandon Six trying to get around him. We haven't seen this a lot this season. Is lap traffic getting in the way? We haven't seen green flags super long, but this has been a green flag run, 40 plus laps.
And one thing we know about Michael Bennett, if you want it, you're going to have to earn it, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
That is definitely our Ryan Newman out here. If you want it, good luck.
That's right. Brandon Six making the move on the outside of Brandon Bowie, entering turn 1, but lap traffic in front. Is this going to work?
Oh, Six in the wall. Definitely just got his stripe right there. Coming up to 68. Ooh. Oh, more lap traffic. We got top and bottom.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Right in front of Brandon Six, who's now the leader. 2 to go in stage 1. We have Jonathan Wright, and John Wright and Brandon Six have had some issues before. Recently at New Hampshire, in 6, knocked him out of the way in turn 3. So I wonder if John Wright's going to give him an issue here if they meet.
Yeah, that's Brandon Six, y'all, coming from the very back all the way to the front, leading at Daytona with 2 laps left. Gets loose on the front stretch. Ooh.
Oh, man. Brandon Bowie takes it back. Bowie takes away P1.
6.
Oh, man.
On to the back stretch. Can he win stage 2? Oh, yeah, I think he's got it. Bowie backing out. He may have just lost fuel.
Is 6 out of fuel?
6 may be out of fuel. Oh, he's still in the throttle. Still in the throttle as Bowie. Gonna send it. Come on, baby.
The yellow flag is out.
He is gonna win stage 2 at Darlington. Ooh, Little Miss Affordable's Throwback 125 putting on a show for us here tonight. Brandon Bowie in the 34 doing a great job right there at the end. They had enough fuel, Steve.
Surprising, honestly, these guys were definitely saving hardcore.
PHM may be scratching their heads right now.
A little bit. It's a little bit.
Well, great job by Brandon Bowie right there in stage 2, y'all. We are going to throw it off to our sponsors. We'll be right back from Darlington.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
And we're back under caution here at Darlington for the Little Miss Affordables Throwback 125 Stage 2 ending with Brandon Bowie taking the win on that one. We're seeing Pasoko is out of fuel, being pushed by his teammate. You're going to see it right here. Definitely some guys out of fuel. Guys not liking that one, but one who did like it. That's going to be the number 34 car, Brandon Bowie. It's Reese and AJ up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, are we going to triple crown this tonight? Is that what we're doing? Are we going to go back to back to back?
Well, I don't know about that now. I kind of threw this one away by forgotten to tell the guys to need tires. So, yeah, long pit stop there. So,
big story coming out of the 34 camp. Holy moly!
So yeah, got to come back through the field. But yeah, that last run was pretty interesting. So,
how much fuel did you have left?
0.5.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I didn't have much, and a couple of times I had to shift down to fourth gear, which would burn a little bit more fuel. So it was close at the end, and then six had a run, but then they got loose, so that kind of saved me because I would have had to push it more. So I got lucky.
Well, Bowie, you had a great stage 2, man. The team looks very stout tonight.
Thank you.
Great job by all of you there at Prestige Worldwide. Good luck on stage 3, brother.
All right, thanks, man.
Yes, sir. So, Randy Bowie, Steve, not taking tires on accident.
That's tough, man. I mean, so not only is he going to be in the back of the pack here, it looks like, he's also going to be he's going to get blown past.
Yes.
So, just those mental mistakes that you can't make.
But
it's unfortunate.
Wouldn't you just go ahead and come in and get your tires now and hope for a wreck?
Yeah, at this point, I would, honestly.
I mean, I'm not going to wait to take them.
I mean, here's the thing. If he's fast enough, though, I mean, maybe you keep that extra spare at the end of the race, right? At a place that you know eats up tires. So this could be maybe a blessing in disguise.
Man, full throttle with those tires. Ugh. We're seeing Meeks and Lamphere. They're taking their go-arounds. They're lucky dogs. Wait, how do we have 2 lucky dogs?
We definitely don't. Those guys are wave rounds.
Oh, wave rounds. Okay.
Yeah, they chose not to pit.
Hey, good call at the 55 camp, right? Knowing he's in the bubble, trying to do everything that team can to stay in this bubble. Great call. We got a lot of bubbles. A lot of bubbles.
Too many bubbles going on right now. But speaking of which, right now, Luke Doberman was, again, on the bubble, had stage points right there, aiming stage 1. So, if my math is correct, he's looking pretty good. He might be looking, but he is a lap down, unfortunately. But long race to go still. We're coming to green.
All right, let's look at the pace car. It looks like lights are out on the pace car, And here we go.
Green flag, green
It's gonna
flag.
bring us down the front stretch for the last stage of the Darlington Little Miss Affordables Throwback 125. This is also the last stage of the regular season. How is this gonna go? I mean, it's gloves off now, baby. Now we fight. Speaking of fight, I'm looking towards the back. Matt Smith in the 35, already challenging Ben Madden. He's gonna duck underneath him. We're hearing somebody might have changed lanes right there at the beginning of the start. Matt Smith from Dover, Pennsylvania, out there cruising, baby. Said it's time to go. Matt Smith in 21st position. He's gonna need a little bit more go juice. We're looking at 6 in silver up front. Barossa, Lights, and Bowie in your top 5. We got Fleming, Dunkelberger, Diamond, and Tetro rounding out your top 10. I just heard from race control, somebody just got handed a penalty of some sort. We'll wait until Steve Tucker comes back into the booth and we'll talk with him. Look at that beautiful old Lowe's paint job right there. Who is that? It is Mitch Diamond. Neat old Lowe's Jimmy Johnson car.
All right, we're getting huge news out of the race control right now. Luke Doberman on the bubble, who is +1, has to serve a drive-through penalty for jumping the restart and passing before the start-finish line. So he is on pit road now.
Front row. Well, if you're Doberman, I believe he was in the bubble. That's not what you wanted. Tetro 10th, doing a great job. 6 in his element right now, Steve.
Oh, absolutely. Out in front, clean air. He knows how to get this stuff done. Obviously, that initial penalty that he got for the EOL and the drive-through didn't affect him too much. Obviously, he didn't get any stage points in stage 1, but stage 2 is right where he feels comfortable. Nick Silver, though, in P2, hasn't gotten that win yet, but I'll tell you what, he's hungry. And we cannot forget about Frankie Barroso and Nick Lights right here in P3 and 4. Amazing run for them. I'm looking forward to see how this race finishes off for them.
And I don't know if our broadcasting cameras are picking this up. I was just looking through the cockpit of the 12 car, and if you look at the car in front of him, I believe that's going to be Nick Silver. Boy, there are sparks flying, y'all, as we were now under the lights here at Darlington. These cars sitting low. I'm getting a heck of sparks coming out of that car.
Track is definitely going to change the race. I mean, right now, as the lights come down, this is more of a day race than I guess a night race when you really think about it, but we'll be full dark by the end of this thing. Track changes, grip becomes, more settled onto the track. The cars become tighter. So guys who were fighting loose earlier, the car's going to come to them. So we'll see who that changes and who that affects.
Yeah, so some of this pack gonna like it, some gonna hate it. Lights doing a great job all over the backside of the number 12 Barroso. Barroso better go. Lights is coming.
Bunch of guys having great runs. One car I wanna shout out right here, paint scheme wise, is Mitch Diamond in that 65. I haven't really talked much about him. Right now running P10 in that 65 Lowe's Chevrolet.
Yeah, we were just capturing that when you were dealing with the penalties in a very neat paint scheme.
Love to see it.
Now, but is that an old Skinner or is that an old Jimmy Johnson?
Oh, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know Mike Skinner ran Lowe's just for a second.
That is true.
Before he went to Pennzoil.
Luke Doberman after his penalty. Oh man, that's ages. Luke Doberman right here, currently in P1 after that drive-through penalty. Currently sitting 2 laps down. A tough race for him so far, but again, still fighting for that playoff spot.
I'm seeing Dunkelberger moves up to 7th position. A great race. Just went around Fleming. It's going to be back for the 7th position. So let's talk strategy, Steve.
Yeah.
We saw a boatload of it right there at the very end of stage 2.
Oh yeah.
Turns out may not have been needed. What are we going to see here? Because here we got 55 laps instead of 40.
We do. I mean, these guys have to pit at least one more time for fuel. And obviously tires are, so next time you stop, 4 tires and fuel easy. We had a car way down low here. Who's this? Oh, Mitch Diamond kind of scared me there for a second. Was on the way down on the apron and turned actually
and
on the
then
front.
we see your song up into the wall right in front of Brandon Shelton.
Man, getting
Earning
close.
his stripe at Darlington. Join the pack, my brother. It is a long list.
It is.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm looking through my notes. Looks like they are definitely, fuel at least. We're going to have to come in by lap 96, 95.
I agree. Yep, because then you're going to have to. I think the magic number for these guys, in my opinion, is going to be lap 100, if they can make it that long. Just because at that point, 25 laps to go to the end of the race, you can make it at that point if you're pushing hard.
And we're looking here at Matt Oplander in the Rainbow Warrior Jeff Gordon paint scheme. I really don't like that this is a throwback scheme because this dates me.
Ooh!
This tells me I'm getting a little old as he puts a stripe on it, baby.
He adds another stripe to that
being a
Rainbow
throwback
Warrior
scheme means I'm old.
That is true.
I can't tell you how many days I rooted for that paint scheme right there.
Oh,
As a little boy.
namely, just so many, man. A lot of good memories there.
All right, let's go take a look at that 12 car in 4th position. He's got 2 sharks right behind him. And the other 3 in front of him, or 2 in front of him, are long gone. 1 and 2 have checked out. Coming up on lap traffic will be Brandon 6. He's got somebody right in front of him.
Ryan Dixon, yeah, and P14 a lap down.
Ryan Dixon in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. With that
Some
huge
will
one.
say
at
he
Atlanta.
lucky dogged it. Some will say he earned it.
That was pure skill.
He got it though. Either way. Hey, and that's cool. He's in an old Skull car.
Letting the leaders go by. A lot of respect there.
Yeah, a lot of respect being shown right there for the 03. We got an 03 and a 3. Okay, he's on the New Hampshire track. He's riding the low.
He's almost too low now. I don't know what's going on here, but
Do you have issues?
I'm starting to think. I just think he wants to get out of the way of the leaders. Massive respect, but here's the thing. I mean, if you get down too low, it's real loose down there.
It's true, and we just talked about it, Steve. This is kind of a throwaway race for him. He's in the playoffs.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
let's be nice and courteous around the track. Let these others fight, I guess. It's kind of the mentality there.
Absolutely. He's got nothing to worry about. Already locked in.
Larson right behind him says, I'll take it, baby. 6 in silver. Well, they're gapping 3rd by 2.53 seconds. These boys are on the move. From 1st to 10th is almost an 11-second gap.
Yeah.
That's
Man.
a long ways.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I mean, right now, if this is any indication as far as how hard Darlington is, right now we have 13 drivers on the lead lap, and that's it.
Great. Googly moogly. There's Phillips. We talked about him earlier. He was leading this race. He's now in 6th. Matt Smith taking the inside of Pasoko. Ooh, Pasoko. Well, we saw 2 very different braking zones right there. Lifting zones. Holy moly. We're hearing a little talking over the radio, Steve.
A little bit.
Some guys really wanting those lap cars not to fight them. But,
Yeah.
hey, everybody on the track, this is your own race, right?
It's tough. That 19
This is
car.
a league, y'all, where it don't matter if you're 9 laps down. If you're fighting for a position, go.
Keep in mind, Reese, this 19 car of Michael Bennett Just earlier at the end of stage 2, we saw him putting up a fight with the leaders behind him, and now he's saying that the lap cars shouldn't be racing together. So, little okay. I mean, we'll go with it, but
Little a man of two faces right there.
a little bit, yeah. I'll tell you what, Thomas
Michael
Meeks.
Bennett won it like Burger King, baby. He wants it his way.
And that's it. Thomas
And
Meeks
y'all.
putting on, oh man, I'll tell you what, hard day for him, but in 24th, out there trying to get all the points he can.
But he's out there going. So
That's true.
let's look at Meeks and let's look at Larson. No, who was behind Meeks? Lemfier?
In the points?
Yes. On
Well,
the
here's the
playoff
thing.
bubble.
Well, we can bring it up right here. I mean, Brandon Shelton was above him by 2 points, and right below him, I mean, obviously we had Luke
Doberman was the
Doberman,
one.
and he has had a good race so far. A couple of stage points there, but a lot of guys on the bubble race have had issues today. So, I mean, tell you what, this is a tough race.
His song's
A lot of
probably
these
got
guys.
this one, though, I would think. At the moment. The song in 17th. He got stage points in both. Behind
That's
Larson,
right.
Shelton back in 16th. And Fear in 22nd, 2 laps down. Meeks 24th, 24 laps down.
Uh-oh. Dunkelberger coming into pit. I think we're in our
What?
window, Reese. Lap 97 already.
Here we go. This is what I said. Hey, I nailed that. Hey, who do I get paid for on that one?
The
I should have
check.
told somebody.
Hey, speaking of betting, we didn't even talk about cautions today. How many cautions we thought we'd have?
I'm on 4. Sorry.
Oof.
I got it circled right here on my paper.
We've
4
only had
cautions
one.
for today.
We've only had one so far. Unbelievable.
Story of my life this whole season.
A lot of cars pitting. Nick Silver coming down right now. And Andrew Phipps, our stage 1 winner, pitting. But Brandon 6 stays out there. These guys were undercutting. That's going to be hard for 6. These guys are going to have fresh tires immediately. They're going to fly around this place.
Who's going to be on the right strategy? We're seeing, just like we always see with Prestige, some of them on a strategy, others on a different strategy. That whole team just running their own race. Heights up to 3rd. That'll put Oppliger in 5th. Up into the 9th and 10th position. Silver in 11th. Sissoko was in 10th. He's now in 12th. Barroso up to 2nd. Fleming up to 4th. Tetro up to 5th. Larson now in the top 10.
What's the strategy here, Reese? I mean, these guys who are staying out right now, Brandon 6, Frankie, I mean, I feel like, I mean, right now, all their teammates and the other guys, they're coming down pit road. They're getting the fresh tires now and the fuel. They're going to be gaining on them.
Yeah,
huge.
it's time to come in. If you're Powerhouse Motorsports, it's time to come in. I get staying out on the track while they're in pit lane, but once they come out, we got to dive off the track.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
time
but
to
right
come off
now,
the track, get some new sneakers.
we're seeing teammates not work together. I mean, right now, prestige teams are not working together. Now we're seeing PHM teammates not
Yeah,
coming in
Fleming.
together at the same time.
Fleming just coming over the radio saying he is going into the pits. Barroso trying to get as many little points as he can, being the leader. Do we get points for leading laps?
Yeah, right there. He just got 1 extra point for leading that lap. So great move on him. But I mean, these
Every
guys,
lap you get a point?
no, sir, just for leading 1 lap or
Just
leading
one
the
lap.
most laps is 3 points.
So he already got that in the first of the race.
That's right.
He led lap 1, so this is not needed right now. 12 camp needs to be looking at pit lane.
This is an odd strategy call for a lot of these guys, but I'll tell you what, 1 caution right now in the middle of all this would change absolutely everything.
Go from 4th on back, everybody in pits. The 12 car, the only one really out there riding him, Bullock, Diamond, maybe 3 others. But he's also putting cars a lap down.
That is true. This track is hard, and these guys
Hoping
are fast
for
up
a
front.
caution, maybe?
If you're
No.
Frankie, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Definitely hoping for a caution, but I do think we just heard on the radio, 12 car going to be coming into pit lane this time around. Gonna let Ben Madden around him. And we're in the fastest drone in the world right here. Flying behind the 12 car. Oh no.
Yeah, for one more circuit. Is Frankie
He's
Barroso.
staying out. Those laps are limited, y'all.
I'll tell you what.
They are limited.
I like this strategy if at the
Yeah.
end of this race, his tires are the freshest out of everybody else. Because I think
True.
that's ultimately what matters. But we only have 20 more laps to go. So what are these guys planning on doing?
Not sure. But Frankie Barroso coming into 3 and 4 at Darlington, and these boys are just eating them up right now. This is fresh tires versus old tires right here. Oh, wreck on the front stretch. What Frankie Barroso was looking for. No flag.
Who is it involving?
It was the school car.
Oof.
Let's get a replay right here.
Let's take a look.
What just happened? And no flag. 12 car
Unbelievable.
in the pits. How is there no caution?
It's
They
only
kept it
involving
going.
one. Yeah, he kept it going straight.
Kept it going.
Wasn't
And
involving
there's
one.
no below the white line here at Darlington.
That's right.
Wow.
Only involved one car, unfortunately. The 03 got loose there. Everyone kept it straight.
Oh, Rosso probably wish that would have happened a little further back with all the guys
yeah.
with fresh tires. Make them slow down just a little bit. But
Rosso's in the pits
coming
right
in the
now.
pits. Diamond gonna be leading the lap here at Darlington. Doing a great job. Nick Silver right behind him. Oh! Diamond in the wall. That's not good. We get a replay on
No,
this
sir.
one. Yahtzee. Little hang darn.
Uh-oh. Nick Silver got into the wall pretty hard, it looks like. I think he said he's broken over the radio.
Uh-oh.
Let me
Matt
get,
Smith coming into pits. He just said on the radio.
I think a toe link might be broken on that 15 car.
It's not good.
Guys, after the race, stick around for interviews, top 3. We'll talk about the playoffs. We'll talk about the series.
Whoa!
Oh, man, Nick Silver gets so loose right there. But stick around, guys. Hit all the buttons you see on the YouTube page. We support, we love all the supports from you guys, and can't wait to bring you guys to the playoffs and the off-star race. Oh, no!
Caution! Caution! This has got to bring out a caution, surely.
The yellow
Both
flag
cars
is
gonna
out.
come to a stop. Silver, Barroso had just gotten back out onto the track.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to be stuck in the 7th position. Holy moly. Let's take a look at what happened. We saw it. We saw it happening. Phipps, that car just getting more loose with every lap. I don't know if that's how you say that, English. Oh, man. You know, but that's a thing. When you get this close to the car in front of you,
Man.
Steve, the car just gets so tight.
And here's the thing. We saw this just a couple laps ago with Brian Dixon, right? Getting loose off the corner, spun out, hit the wall. I mean, he kept it going, though. No caution. But unfortunately with this, I mean, it's just so tough coming out of that corner. I mean, you can just see he just loses it. Super unfortunate. Brings out the caution right here. Lap 110. We have 15 laps to go, Reese.
15 to go. In car with Silver. 6 gets up in front of him. That car just gets tight and nope. There's nope. Poor Ben Madden. Had nothing to do with it. So Phipps gonna bring it into pit lane, guys. We are gonna take this opportunity to go say thank you to our sponsors. I'm Reese Calva. This is Steve Tucker. We'll be right back from Darlington.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back at the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125 here in Darlington, South Carolina. Woo! What a change of pace right there, Steve.
Man, green flag racing, only our second caution, but we had green flag pit stops going on. We had all kinds of strategies. Who's going to take tires? Who's going to not take tires? Fuel runs, all that kind of stuff. Everything at this point, it starts at zero. If you have tires, you're coming down and taking them. You're going to top off on fuel. Right now, we're going to have a little bit of a shootout here in Darlington, old school style. Lap 111. We're going to go green with about 7 laps to go.
55 car
wild.
up there in front of the pace car. He's going to get the lucky dog. Ben Madden going to bring it back in the pits. That is going to put Mr. Barroso back up in the front spot. His teammate Matthew Fleming right beside him. Dunkelberger in third. 6th and 4th. Bowie in 5th. Leeds in 6th. Tetro 7th. Phipps 8th. Opplinger in 9th. And Mr. Larson getting him a top 10.
Good stuff. Huge runs for Opplinger and Larson, who right now are looking on the outside in for the playoffs.
So Steve, we're looking at these pits. That we got this pit thing up on the screen right here.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of colors. What do you see?
Oof. I mean, I see Frankie's in a. I see Frankie's in such a good spot right now. He just came down on tires, so he's got the freshest tires out of all these guys right now, and he is going to be flying around this place, I would assume. The guys who are right behind him, who took tires, maybe 5 or 10 laps before him, under green, their tires are old, So it's like, did these guys take tires? Did they not? This is going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to have the tires last the longest in this last about 12 laps.
I got to learn how to read that thing. I had no clue there was a bunch of pretty colors on it.
I see yellow and blue and everything in between. But
Lights out on the pace car. We're going to strap them down one last time. Here we go. We got cars in the back still trying to catch up. Can they get there in time? Frankie Barroso going to hit that Geico restart zone right about
Green.
now. Here we go. 13 to go at Darlington, South Carolina. Who's going to win the last regular season race? Will we see a new face from the front of the pack? Maybe not.
Brandon 6 already really aggressive right there, but kind of got loose out of turn 2, but had a good run here.
Whew. Light's already mingling with the wall. Fleming not wanting to fight. Or no, he is going to fight 6.
Oh, he is going to fight him hard. Look at this.
Look at that. Good job. So Fleming with 2 wins. Barroso not a win yet. We are used to that 12 car winning at least 2 to 3, 4 times a season.
I'll tell you what, Frankie is going to try everything he can right now to hold off Brandon 6.
Boy,
Frankie has the newer tires just by a hair, so this is going to be real tight.
And look right here in the back, Mitch Diamond getting loose, getting into the wall, getting sideways. It does not bring out a caution. Yet again, guys, if the car keeps rolling, the flag will not fly in iRacing.
Exactly.
You
Oh, big wreck right here. Luke Doberman on the front stretch.
The yellow flag is out.
Wreck at Darlington. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Ben Madden. Oh, he snakes by that one. Oh, Opplinger was all. I think he scratched the wall. Nice save though, right there. Hell of a save. Let's go back a little bit further. Looks like he can block this entire 3 and 4. It's a little sideways right here. Yo!
Oh, man.
It's so. Man, hate to see that for Doberman.
So tough.
Dadgummit. Had a fault on the last restart. This restart not treating him well. Tough going for old Doberman right there. So we're under the caution lights here at Darlington, y'all. Let's maybe for our last time. Let's go talk to a few more of our sponsors just real quick. I'm Reese Kelba. That's Steve Tucker. We'll be right back at Darlington.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We're back at the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125 here in Darlington, South Carolina. I'm Reese Kelba. That's Steve Tucker. You're looking at the number 18 right there of Josh Larson. Just got his lucky dog. He's going to be sitting sweet in the 10th position, I think.
Yes, he is.
Only 10 cars on the lead lap, Steve. Did you just hear that?
Unbelievable.
What? And I think this is going to get a little spicy. It seems like so far we've seen guys having their own issues. I feel like, though, with 7, we're going to have 6 to go. I think when we drop the green flag, I feel like we're going to start seeing some guys using each other up.
Oh, I think so. I mean, Frankie
Easy
Barroso
to
right
do
now.
here.
Frankie needs that win, man. And doesn't really need the win, but definitely wants it, right? After the drought that he's had.
Yes.
But in a case like this, starting P1, going to have a great restart. Always has a good restart here, so should be a lot of fun. We're going to see it.
But Steve, we know with the 66 count, we saw it at New Hampshire, when he's behind somebody, he'll let you know he's there.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't mind putting that front bumper on you. So we might be seeing 6 get a little feisty here. He's not going to let 12 block him for too long.
Absolutely
And
not.
Frankie Barroso, me and you know him very personally. He has been a little conservative this season. Do we see him take his conservative hat off and just let it all air out here, block?
Honestly, at this point, Frankie's locked in. Brandon Six is locked in. Right now, it's checkers or wreckers. Bring it home.
I'm thinking.
With 1 to go here before we go green, I'm going to talk to race control, Reese. Oh, this is going to be so good.
Lights are out in Darlington, y'all. We will be coming around, getting the green flag this time around. Everybody makes their way down the back stretch. Everybody lined up. Nobody in pit lane, I don't think. Let's take a little pit lane real fast. Okay, we got 1 car in pit lane. That is going to be Mr. Brian Dixon in pit lane, the Skull car. Outside of that, everybody on the track coming through 3 and 4.
Uh-oh.
Ready
Nick
to
Lights.
take the flag. Whatever.
It's the
Lights
wall
on the
in
wall.
yellow. Oh, we're good. Here we go.
Here we go.
Call it,
Have 'em
Reese.
up tight. Let's send them for the last time, we hope, at Darlington with 6 to go.
Green, green, green.
He's gone. Woo, Matthew Fleming getting a great jump, trying to get out in front of 6.
Amazing
Gonna need
restart
it.
by Frankie right there. Getting help from his teammate.
Go, Barroso, go.
Kind of getting roughed up. Brandon
Whoa.
Bowie. 3 wide between Matthew Fleming and...
He's
oh,
going to send
no.
it. He's going to yeet it in. Slide job on Fleming.
Oh,
Fleming
man.
says, no, 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 no. Not this lap. You're going to have to bang off of me, baby.
Woof. Frankie with 3 laps to go. He cannot let 6 get to him.
But look at this battle for 3rd. Holy moly. Lights taking full advantage. Oh, Fleming in the wall. He's
Oh,
gonna let a
no.
bunch of cars by. Oh no. That's probably gonna end up with 7. These two up here, cruise control.
This is it. Who's going to get in the playoffs? Who isn't?
Look at these two racing hard.
Oh, 6 is there.
The yellow flag is
we're
out.
gonna get him in
Yellow.
the wall. We got a
Yellow.
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 Robert Hisson coming over the radio real fast saying, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Just a tough break.
Who takes
take a
right
look
sides
here.
right here? I'm just kidding.
Oof.
Whoa, whoa. Hello, how you doing?
Let's take a look. Once we...
I didn't see.
Yeah, so Robert Hassan gets into Matthew Smith.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw Lampier. Now we're gonna rewind it a little bit further back.
Yeah, I mean, from my view, at least here, I'm seeing Robert Hassan in that 8 getting into the 35.
You may want to look a little bit before that. Let's speed this up if we could in the booth.
I might
Let's
be in
get on-
shambles.
We're on his song right now. No, let's speed forward, not backwards. Let's go all the way forward past Lamphere's wreck. Because it does look like his song may have gotten into somebody after the
Yeah.
wreck happened.
It is that 35 car, yeah, right behind Brian Pasoko on the front stretch.
Oh. There was a lot of braking going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Crazy. Fleming in the pit lane. Uh-oh. The 88 car in the pits. There it is. That's not going to be good. 35 won't be happy about that. 88 also not happy at the moment. He is in pit lane for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, his car's broke, I think. What, bro? Lights are on the pace car. Let's see if we can get a word from Matthew Fleming just real quick. See if we can talk to him. Matthew Fleming, it's Reese in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Fleming, we see you in the pits. What happened, brother?
It was just close racing, and I had a little bit older tires, and I couldn't turn it quite as well as the other guys, so I ended up snagging the wall.
Gotcha.
But
Just getting some repairs out of the way.
yeah, get some fresh tires on it. I know it's only a green-white checker, but we was already back in 7th. There's only 10, 11 guys on the lead lap, so kind of figured there's really nothing really more to lose. I had damage, so I was probably going to fall. So
All right,
yeah,
brother.
I might try to pick up a
lights
few
are on
more
the pace
spots.
car. Good luck to you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, so Matthew Fleming coming in to fix some damage just real quick. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be going live this time around.
And got Reese, this is our green-white checkered
Sorry,
finish.
lights are still on the pace car.
This will be a green-white checkered finish for the folks at home. We have one attempt to restart this thing and to end this thing under a normal checkered flag, under green. So once we go green here on this restart, if another caution comes out, that's it. The field's frozen, and the winner wins.
Holy moly.
Reese, I got one thing to tell you.
Oh.
That 12 car, Frankie Barroso, he has been yearning for this position right here in P1.
Listen, y'all want to hear a commentator scream? Let that 12 car win.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows I'm tied in with the Powerhouse Motorsports. Frankie, been with me for going on 3 years, I think now, through so many different leagues. Love this kid so much. He's had a hell of a season. It had the monkey on his back all season long. We're not used to that. He's not used to that. This right here would mean the world. I feel like we're at Daytona right now.
Absolutely. I think a win here. I mean, for Grosso, obviously he's already locked in on points, right? But to your point, monkey on his back. He's just been walking around with an elephant in the room, or maybe even in his car, just the bad luck and everything. But right now, in position to get his first win of the season. And I'll tell you what, in this field, a win is huge. So,
Huge.
especially, I mean, you get Brandon Six right here on the inside. He's going to look right now to get the restart of his life. He has to have it.
So, pace car coming off the track. The 12, Frankie Barroso, seeing if he can do it one final time in the regular
Green,
season.
green.
And he's got just rhinoceroses and lions right behind him from all season. Can he get it done? He's got to hold him off for 2 more laps. Come on, Frankie Barroso. 6 looking really healthy. Bowie also.
The yellow flag is out.
There it is.
Whoa!
Oof. Who was the leader at the time of yellow?
Uh-oh. Who got it? Who got it?
We're going to look right now with race control.
Did the
This
12
is
get
tough.
it?
Oof.
It's showing Frankie Barroso in first. iRacing
Hold on.
is...
We're going to wait to get a hold of of the pace car and see when the yellow came
Everybody
out.
might want to take their headsets away from their ears. I'm just warning you.
Reese might scream, so if you're just
You're
hold
wearing
on to your-
earbuds.
hold on to your butts, as
I'd save the king.
as they say in Jurassic Park. We're gonna get. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Hold on. Okay,
Let's
the
get
official word. The official word. Give me just 1 second, folks. Frankie Barroso is your
Barroso with the win.
throwback
Let's go, baby!
125.
Yes! I sound like Daryl Waltrip screaming Mikey, but dadgummit. Great job, Frankie Barroso. Oh my gosh. What a long season for Frankie. Wow. So caution coming out. Where is that? On the backstretch? We're on the backstretch. Lights are out, and there it is. The 12 car nosing out the win. Holy crap. And I mean with lions around him. 6. So strong this season. Bowie so strong this season. Barroso always stepping in his way, in his own way, all season long. Holy cow.
Nick Lights.
Don't know what Lights is doing out there. Wow. Well, this was an exciting race. Getting a little bump right there from his teammate Matt Smith in that Tabasco Chevrolet. See Meeks coming up behind him. All the teammates. Slim Dog already tapped him once. Meeks gonna run up beside him.
I'll tell you what, Reese, what does this mean for you? Obviously,
Dude,
up here in the booth.
This is sick. I can't tell you how much I love this kid. He is so good. He's normally very dominant. And for him to be having an off season like he is, this right here, boy, this puts a beautiful cap on the season.
So
I
good,
love
man.
this.
Unbelievable.
No better way to enter the playoffs with a monkey on your back than to get that damn thing off your back and roll into the playoffs.
Absolutely. Huge momentum for him. And I got to tell you, he beat the best of the best. I mean, you beat Brandon Six. You know, you beat Brandon Bowie, both guys who won 3 races this season. Nick Lights, up and coming, extremely talented driver who's going to win many races in iRacing and in real life, I feel like. Andrew Phipps, Dunkelberger, he beat the best of the best here in our league, in our season. And man, I'll tell you what, no better place than Darlington. Just unbelievable.
Frankie Barroso coming over the radio saying it's probably the paint scheme.
Oh, man.
Speaking of that car, y'all, his name's Bears. He does all of the designing for Powerhouse Motorsports. Big props to Bears. Big props. Beautiful Budweiser paint scheme. Little homage to Budweiser while also showing off the sponsor for the car. That is sick.
Unbelievable.
What a great job. So, holy crap, what an exciting end to this race here at Darlington. Frankie Barroso coming home with the win, y'all. We're going to go take a word from our sponsors just real quick. We'll get all three of these drivers in the booth with us, and we'll be back to talk to them right after this.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We are back in the so-called winner's circle on front stretch here in Darlington, South Carolina. Y'all, your winner for the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125, Frankie Barroso. In second, Brandon Six. Third, Brandon Bowie. We're going to have a talk with them right now. Let's see if we can get Brandon Bowie in. Brandon Bowie, it's Stephen Reese in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Bowie, great race, my man. You brought home stage 2, almost bringing home the win tonight, staying up in third. Talk to us about that last stage, brother, and what this whole race has been like tonight.
I mean, ups and downs for sure. I mean, from winning stage 2 to forgetting to put tires on to
I forgot about that.
yeah, forgot to put tires on, to falling back to I think it was 8th or 9th or something like that, and having to be super aggressive to kind of get through some cars, even on my teammates. So I had to kind of apologize to them because you kind of you got to find another level. Especially when you're in this league and when you're going for ultimately the win. So didn't need those cautions. Well, I needed the cautions. My teammate Six definitely didn't need the cautions, but I was just happy with finishing top 5. Honestly, I was okay with it. Picked up a couple additional spots, which is great. So we're gonna take those points and take them to the playoffs, and hopefully we can make some noise there too.
Man, unbelievable run for you. I mean, obviously had a crazy good race yet again. I mean, almost tried to pull it, 3 in a row, right? But just talk us about like how the race went. How's the flow? We had minimal cautions for the longest time. As we know, right? Cautions breed cautions at the end of these things. But just talk us like through the competition. I mean, and also maybe like your vibe, right? Through the playoffs, entering Texas in 2 weeks, All-Star race next week. What are you looking forward to?
Yes, I mean the race for itself actually was fairly clean. A lot of learning honestly as you kind of go through the laps or whatever, just kind of see like, all right, what are your competitors doing? What lines are they running? What can they do? In the long run, what can they do in the short run? So it was for me, it was a lot of learning. Unfortunately, I didn't get much practice, so I just listened to my teammates and like I said, just seeing what everybody else is doing. But once I kind of saw kind of what stage 1 was about, I was like, okay. So I kind of got an idea what I can do. So, like I said, was able to get the lead and win stage 2. Made some mistakes on stage, going into the last stage. And, honestly, I believe that's what kind of messed me up. If I didn't have to come from past those cars, I didn't have to be as aggressive as I was. Is the possibility maybe I could have been a little bit closer, and maybe I could have challenged Frankie, or me and Six could have challenged Frankie, because at that point I really didn't have anything for them. But like I said before, finishing top 5 was a goal. Darlington is not my favorite track at all. It's just not. But I'll take what I can get. Like I said, top 3 is great. So, but as far as the playoffs, honestly, I'm kind of just mellow. So I'm just gonna take tracks one at a time. Try to just be consistent and finish top 5s, and get my stage points, and hopefully just move on. Hopefully some wins in there as well. But if I don't get wins, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. But in my opinion, consistency is everything. So
Yes, sir.
if you can carry that consistency, all through the playoffs, and then possibly make it into the final 4, that's big. So that's the mind game that I kind of got going on. I know I'm gonna have to race my teammates, which is on a whole nother level when you have to race your teammates for wins and points and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting, but I can't wait. I'm excited for it.
Brandon Bowie, y'all coming in third tonight. Brandon, anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, got to thank the Keeping It Real team, which is basically this current team now. Mamacita Sports Foundation. Check them out. Give the charity if you can. Give even $1 or $2. Makes a difference for them. You guys for putting on the broadcast. Steve, of course, for leading us in the great league that we have here. My family and the man above.
All right, buddy. Love it, y'all. Brandon Bowie coming in third tonight, doing a great job. And now in second, ending the season. He's been a lion all season long in this series so far. His first time in the season. Having a strong finish also to the regular season. Coming in second, Brandon Six. How are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Dude, from the back, I honestly, I'm an emotional mess at the moment. But you, sir, from the back to the front, and you did it like that, like the Brandon Six we've seen all season. Walk us through this whole race and how you got back up there and what you did to stay there.
Yeah, I honestly just try to stay patient, not piss anybody off, honestly. Um just take my time because I knew I had the pace. I was based off what I saw in practice, I was basically a tenth faster in the field. I just needed to keep the car clean and be patient. I knew once I got there, it was gonna be pretty rough for most people unless they pulled strategy, which that's what Frankie did, and I needed like the green flag to stay out for another couple feet. Apparently, I don't know how close it was, but
it was close. You're not wrong with feet.
Yeah, I have to see it, but I know it was pretty close from in car at least. But it was a good race overall. Good momentum going into the playoffs here.
So listen, man, your season obviously has been fantastic, and arguably, right, you're one of the elite drivers in this league. I think we all know it. The viewers at home know it. But one thing, again, 3 wins. I mean, huge respect. But when it comes to like these finishes, I can't help but ask you, a lot of second place finishes. Coming from a driver of your level, how does that affect you mentally? Does it, or does it at all? Right? Like, where do you see yourself? I guess in that picture, but also looking forward into the playoffs.
I mean, my goals are always top 5s or top 10s, no matter what I'm running. Because if you put yourselves in enough top 5, top 10s, you put yourself in positions to go for wins. Unfortunately, you can't win every race. I mean,
Right.
either strategy pays off or whatever. Even if you do have the fast car, we see that every week in NASCAR. It's just part of the game, basically. So you just got to keep cranking at it, and the wins will keep coming. Maybe I just need to look at some stuff, and maybe I should have stayed out there on that last caution that we had there. So,
Well, Six, great run tonight, baby. From the back all the way to second. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
yeah, thank the Mamacita Foundation. Continue to support them. Max Graphics, Elwood Designs, and Keeping It Real. And then, of course, you guys for putting on a good broadcast.
Yes, sir. Brandon Six, y'all coming in second. See what he can do next week at Texas. But now,
the man of the
I'm
hour.
not going to get emotional, but now, y'all, he's won 8 or 9 times in this league as a whole. He has had the monkey on his back all season long. He rips it off at Darlington going into the playoffs. My buddy Frankie Barroso, what up, baby?
What up, Reese?
Frankie with the win, baby.
Oh man, there was
I
a
need
split
you to be
second.
more excited.
I mean, there was a split second moment that as soon as Six got to my inside, I'm like, oh no, I absolutely threw it away. But and I don't know, man. It's tonight was just, I guess, my night. I mean, for pit strategy, stage 3, that caution basically out 2 laps after I pitted, and just overall, just wow, what a night.
Ricky, walk us through. My question for you is going to be this season. Talk to me about how this season has gone for you, and now after tonight, how you feel going into the playoffs.
I feel like momentum's on my side. But yeah, this season definitely, it's been challenging. I mean, with the Prestige guys coming in, and they're just super super fast, and I wouldn't say I marked this race on my calendar, but I knew this race was special, not just for the paint schemes, just a place like Darlington. And when I figured out that, like, me and most of the Prestige guys were kind of even, and I was like, okay, maybe if I just make the most out of this opportunity, you never know. I stay out, a little bit longer, like I did, do something different, because if I just followed, all those guys, then I was just gonna basically just follow them to finish. But man, what what a way.
So Frankie, man, obviously a huge night for you. Breaks a huge, not huge, but a sizable drought, right? What does this do for you mentally? I know we've kind of already talked about it, but like, I mean, obviously entering playoffs, right? All-Star race coming up next week. I mean, just a dominant performance, and I feel like we're seeing, or we saw tonight, the Frankie of old, right? So
let's go.
Sorry. Sitting on the pole, obviously, playoff point right there, winning the race. So that's obviously 5 more points. Entering the playoffs now with 6 points to the good playoff points. What does that do for the psyche? I mean, what does that do for Texas? Texas, I know you're strong at, right? So where does this send you?
I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of the same mental approach as every week, except, this time, it's a little more on the line. If you do something different in your approach, something in your mind's telling you, hey, this is different, pressure's up. I'm just going to go through the same thing I do on Tuesday and Wednesday, and even Monday and Sunday. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So all week, really.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I won at, Daytona, but, that way I would at least, go trophy hunting and try to just get as many playoff points as possible. But since it's the last regular season race, there's not really, I mean, there's obviously time for trophy hunting, but it's more about just finishing well on the stage, taking care of your stuff, I got
also too. Oh yeah.
Ahead, my bad. I got a few Darlington stripes that I'm not proud of, for one, but I mean, that's Darlington. But
one question I meant to ask too, Frankie. I mean, as far as like, end of the stage, I was mentioning this to Bowie too, right? Cautions breed cautions. Things like this happen. Multiple cautions, multiple, things. We were kind of questioning your strategy there at the end. I mean, you were like staying out, and like everybody else is coming in, undercutting, and then we see you staying out there. What was the strategy? What was the play there? Were you hoping for a caution? Were you like what was the mentality?
I just threw a Hail Mary. I saw myself maybe, I think, 3rd place. And I was like, well, I'm locked in on points, right? Finishing the 2 stages pretty well.
Right.
I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm going to try something. I'm not going to try something like stupid. I'm not going to, dive bomb someone and try to take them out for a caution. Yeah. I'm going to play this, the strategic game smart, because if I follow, Brandon Six, Brandon Bowie, if I followed those guys in, I was just going to finish behind them. I was just going to finish around them. I wouldn't have had the track position that I needed. So I waited, I stayed out as long as I could. No caution came out. I was like, okay, you know what? I tried. Then a lap or two after I come out of the pits, caution comes out. I'm like, am I still on the lead lap? And I thought, yeah. I was like, okay, that's it. And this is my chance.
Frankie, I've been spoiled with you, brother. Your friendship, the person that you are. I've been so spoiled outside of the winnings that you brought Powerhouse Motorsports throughout the years. Uh, this season has been a little piece of humble pie for us, for sure. Fleming doing a great job this season. You getting the monkey off your back right here, man. I'm so excited for you going into the playoffs next week, brother. Great job tonight. I'll talk with you here in just a little bit for sure. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight before we send you off?
Well, the first person I'd like to thank is you, Reese, because you employ, quote unquote employ me. You let me drive for you. Fuck, sorry, but an absolutely wonderful person. Sorry, I'm too excited.
Producer, can we?
I'm sorry.
5-second delay.
I'm sorry, AJ, but just I mean, this season just wow. Just thank you, Reese, for just yeah, just thank you, Reese, for just believing in me. Like, you know, just the amount of stressful nights and just the amount of just kind of scratching my head. How are these guys just so dang fast? Self doubt as well. But thank you to Steve, AJ for just amazing. And thank you to Fleming. I mean, he helped me a lot on those last couple of restarts, and just he's definitely the MVP. I mean, he did all he could on old tires just to help me. A plus teammate right there, and all my two other teammates, Matt Smith and Thomas Meeks. I think Thomas got in the playoffs for tonight, so I'm very happy for him. And just thanks to everyone else. I mean, those Prestige guys, they raced me extremely clean. So did Nick Lights. And yeah, I mean, just
he got the monkey off his back tonight, y'all. Frankie Barroso calling him first, bringing that TexasFamilyMG.com across the start finish line. Well, kind of down the backstretch with the yellow. Great job tonight, Frankie. Holy crap. So, okay, Steve, we move on to next week.
The All-Star race.
Texas.
Nope.
No, sorry. Where are we going first?
Kentucky, the All-Star race.
Kentucky. I'm sorry. I got Texas on my mind. Holy cow. Real quick, though. Tonight. Oh, that's qualifying results. Whoops.
We're professionals,
Let's look
I
at the
promise.
stats for tonight real quick before we get on to Kentucky. Frankie Barroso first, Brandon sixth and second, Brandon Bowie third, Nick Lights in fourth, Andrew Phipps in fifth, Ryan Dunkelberger in sixth, Jeff Tetro seventh, Josh Larson eighth. He needed that.
Yes,
Matthew
sir, he
Fleming
did.
ninth, and Matt Opplinger will round out your top 10. Now, tonight, over in the books, we move on to Kentucky. First round of our playoffs next week. What are we looking at, Steve? What do you think?
It's so in 2 weeks is the first
in 2
round of the
weeks. I'm a hot mess.
Texas, but next week, folks, is the All-Star race at Kentucky.
All-Star.
You absolutely don't want to miss this. We have a super unique format that we're going to play out. All-Star Open, followed by the All-Star race itself. All these these drivers that you see here are locked in. Frankie obviously has already been locked in because he's a former winner. So it's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be a good time. Elimination style All-Star race right here, 9:30 next week. Going to be an incredible show.
And these are winners through season 1, 2, and 3, right? That we get to see dog it out.
That's right. Yep.
And the other drivers will be there or no?
So in the All-Star Open, those guys are going to fight to make their way into the All-Star race. Stage 1 and 2 winners. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're similar to how they do it in real life, it's going to be the exact same, not exact same, but similar format. Going to be a lot of fun. Fun night.
All right. I love it. I love it. Okay. So next week, All-Star race, and then we get to playoffs the week after that. My apologies. Y'all, this has been a wild one here at Darlington. That's Steve Tucker. I'm Reese Kelva. And from the Little Miss Affordable Throwback 125, we love y'all. We thank you for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button. It's free. Please click it. We will see y'all next week at the All-Star Race. Have a good one.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.